Okay, what is up, boys and girls? This is a video about the stuff nobody freaking cares about. I'm gonna talk about a keyboard. A keyboard? Recently I got really into keyboards and I really wanted to mod my own, and yeah, this is a video about that. Enjoy, I guess. I think we should start with a keyboard that I have. The one that I got here is RK71, it's Royal Clutch, it's a Chinese brand, which at the time I bought it, I wasn't really into keyboards and I really didn't know about a lot of stuff that goes into them, and I really just bought it because I liked how it looked, and it didn't look like that. It was completely black. But let me just quickly... So for people who are really not into keyboard scene, they are probably they'll be confused right here. I'll just explain a little bit about what goes into modding keyboards, or what mechanical keyboards are made of. It's the case. It's a PCB that's literally like motherboard in a PC, that when you actuate the button, it sends a signal. Then there are mechanical switches. There are many types of them. Then the plate. Switch is located in this plate. And then the pins on the switch, where there are two, are welded to the PCB. On top of the switch, there are keycaps. I also forgot. There are also stabilizers behind the buttons like spacebar, shift, caps lock, and the backspace. What they do, they stabilize. They basically stabilize the button. When you press button, it's not only pressing on this side. It goes down all the way, everywhere. This is what stabilizers do. Okay, I think that you are ready, and the next part is gonna be parts. So I got all the parts on AliExpress. I got different keycaps. These gray ones, I got them from a keyboard of my girlfriend. I also got lube for stabilizers, which I didn't use in the end. Also, the switches that I got are gateron yellows, which are linear. That basically means when you actuate it, when you press it, it doesn't click. It just moves up and down very smoothly. I got the switch puller. It was literally the worst. It was bending from breath. I don't know. I got a switch opener, other stabilizers from Durock. They're pretty good. Well, there is one lube that is used to lube the switches. That is the most popular one, which is Krytox 305G0. And I tried to find it on AliExpress. Well, I thought that I did. It was not Krytox. And I had to apply more lube and a lube station. Now the disassembly. Disassembly wasn't that hard. There are two pins on the switch, and they go into two sockets in the PCB. The solder, all of it doesn't come out right away. I had a really bad time trying to get them out, like when I just started doing that. After a while I got a hang of it and really quickly desoldered and disassembled my keyboard. Until that, it costed me a few almost broken sockets. That's pretty much it for this part. Next part is the most difficult part, and it is modding. The plan was lube the switches and replace them to other switches, replace the stabs, lube the stabs, put some foam to dampen the sound under the PCB in the case. It won't sound hollow. In a switch there is a plastic stem and a spring, and they are scratching against a house of the switch. It's lubing the house and the stem and the spring. What it does, it basically gives you a better feeling of your keyboard. It's not like it's groundbreaking or something, it's just more pleasant to type when your switches are lubed. Once you try it, you cannot come back from it. And it was extremely difficult to do. It sounds like it's nothing, but it was super long process. I had to lube 71 switch. I'm not counting the stabs. They were painful to do. I spent maybe a month doing that. So for the switch, I got the hang of it pretty quickly. I was just listening to music and just lubing switches. So next thing are stabs. For the stabs, I decided to do a holy mod, which is a mod where you put a tiny bit of band-aid into the stab stem. I was dying. I probably spent like 4 hours just doing the stabs, just like sitting and putting tiny pieces of little sticky band-aid into that stem, which didn't want to go in there, and it was sticking to the side of the stem, and it was pretty painful. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. And this leads us to next part, assembly. Assembling a keyboard was extremely easy to do, especially after I got a hang of using soldering iron in 30 minutes, and it was assembled. Like I soldered everything, I put some foam underneath, I screwed everything. I tried the keyboard and it was working perfectly fine. Then I put all the keycaps back and it was finally time to just type on it. Take a listen. I really like how it got more quiet. I really like the sound that the keyboard makes. It is now more like a keyboard and not like a rattly abomination. And in the end, was it worth it? Was it worth $65? Yes, it was. And that wraps it up. Thank you all for watching. I hope it wasn't really boring. Bye!